I'm Mary Morai, and I'm 12.
I'm Naja Williams, and I'm 14.
Wait, you guys say yours again. Say your name slow. That's the most important thing. Say your name slow.
I'm Marshall, and I'm 15.
Good.
My name is Kamal Washington, and I'm 14.
My name is Aisha White, and I'm 12.
Oh, I'm Angel Lopez, and I'm 12.
Me?
You.
Me?
You.
Okay. I'm Pete Rogers, and I'm 12.
I'm Trevor Rogers, and I'm 8.
Perfect. Okay. And if I'm pointing, you don't know if I'm pointing to you, just go ahead and answer. Don't go me. Okay. So if I point to you and you want to talk, then just take the stage. Okay.
And everyone will have to, except for the two wearing the mics. Casimir, you're good. You can talk normal. But everyone else is going to have to really project when they talk. You can't just answer like this. You'll have to talk like this so that those mics reach. We've spread them out as far as we can. Have fun.
Okay, good. So the first one is like yes, no, raise your hand, okay? Who has ever been bullied? Who has ever bullied somebody? Yeah? And is it mostly for the girls in the room? Are you mostly bullied by girls or boys? And what have you been, and how about for the boys? Are you bullied by boys or girls?
Boys. Most likely boys. I don't get bullied.
And so what are you guys bullied about?
Weight. Height.
Anything else?
My hair. Religion.
What shyness.
Where we look.
What you don't have and what you do have.
Poor or rich.
And what happens to the people who bully you?
They mainly get what they want if you give them a reaction.
Do they get in trouble at school or not?
Not very often.
Not very often.
But it does happen, like in elementary school, they don't really do anything about it. They just say not to do it.
And so what about in middle school and high school?
They get
They try to stop it, and they try to figure out why they are bullying me.
And does it ever really work?
No.
What would work to stop bullies?
Having repeated discipline.
Better
Instead of
discipline ideas.
Instead of disciplining them once, like multiple times every time they do it.
Yeah, they give like burst warnings and like warnings.
Ignore them, that way they can't, that way if you ignore them, they won't really get any reaction out of you, and
But
then
don't
they will stop.
bullies get reaction anymore that is not seen because, like, you just don't get bullied in the hallways at school anymore, right? Where do you get bullied?
Online.
Everywhere.
Like
Cyberbullying.
the locker room.
Which is the hardest part? Is it harder to be bullied to your face or on the internet?
On the internet.
Why?
Because it's public. And a lot of people can see it.
And people
once you
can
say
like
it-
or
And
comment.
then on the
Once
internet,
you say it, it
Once you
can't
say it,
be
it's
taken
real.
back.
And you can't stop it.
or then on the internet, like people that you never even met before can also see that. So if you try to trust the story, they go, "Oh, I know you. You're looking for that."
Yeah, then
Put on blast on the internet.
Do you think people bully on the internet who would never bully to your face?
Yeah.
yes.
Why is that?
Because
Because they can't be seen.
They want
afraid to
attention
get
Because they're afraid.
They're afraid to
They
say
just want to do it to
anything.
be popular.
Social
They're afraid to
media
get
is one of
caught
the biggest
by
culture, so
people.
they want to get popular.
Do you think you're more do you think people get more popular if they bully?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Why do you
No.
say no?
I say no because when people bully, they bully because they feel like it will make them more popular. When other people around them realize that it's not cool.
Do you think people realize it's not cool?
Yes.
some people
Sometimes.
do.
Yeah, but some people, when the person realizes it's not cool, the person who's bullying still gets that application, even if they do seem like a bad person, they still keep that title because now people know them as a bad person, so they'll keep continuing what they're doing.
So Casimir said the punishment needs to be tougher. What would be tougher punishment?
Zero tolerance. Spend it, suspension, expulsion.
Have you seen you or a classmate do something drastic because you've been bullied?
No.
has it
Yeah.
have you seen a friend's personality change because they've been bullied?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like how?
They try to act cooler.
Someone who gets bullied, like they come to school more emotional or not talking to anybody.
Someone being bullied tries to be more self-aware or try to stay to themselves.
They change their appearance like by putting on more makeup, trying to fit in.
They dye their hair, they try to be cool just to fit in with the other people, and then they change their own self.
They become followers, not leaders. They don't be, like,
They have like lower self-esteem and they don't stick up for themselves anymore. They just kind of like let it go rather than stand up for themselves or self-advocate.
So what are you guys going to do about it?
If somebody's getting bullied in action and I can see it, I'll probably go up to them and tell them it's not cool and just to leave them alone.
Doesn't that just make you a target?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we can go straight to the principal's office.
I think if there's more people standing up to the bully, that the bully will stop because they'll get embarrassed.
Well, we can encourage just other people to be like allies and then stop the bullying, and then to be like more allies than bullies, and just if we stand together can actually stop the bullying.
We also give support to people who are being bullied, like talk to them, be their friend.
Are you guys strong enough to do that right now?
Yeah.
Are you agreeing to do that?
Yeah. I've done it before.
I've done it.
Cool. Now, anything else we should be talking about right now?
Why do you want to be an ally?
Why do you want to be an ally?
Why it's good to be an ally.
Why is it good to be an ally?
Because instead of just sitting and being a bystander and just watching somebody be bullied, you're actually going and helping them, you're trying to stop the bully. You're actually, if possible, trying to give the bully help to see why they're bullying.
When bystanders become allies, then the victim realizes that there's more people that care than they thought.
A bystander is almost a bully because you're not doing anything about the bullying that you see.
And then because of like 16 people who died, they suicide themselves around the world, we're trying to stop the number of people suiciding themselves.
It happens every 16 minutes.
Someone's bullied
Someone
commits
Commits suicide.
because of bullying?
Yeah.
every 16 minutes.
Isn't that a scary stat?
Yeah.
And 3,400 people refuse to go to school every day because they afraid they're going to get bullied.
Have you guys ever not gone to school because you were sick of being bullied and didn't want to face it that day?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I have to.
What happened? Did it get any better because you didn't go to school?
I didn't go to school
No.
for a while, and it didn't get any better, so my mom put me in school.
Did it help?
Yeah.
How about you?
Then I still got bullied.
When I came back, I actually got laughed at and said that because I got pushed around by bullies and they said that you didn't want to come because you didn't want to get beat up.
And you never push back, you just it's not in yourself, right? It's not who you are.
Yeah.
So did that help taking a break, or do you just wish you would have faced it now and dealt with
Just
it?
face it, because if you face it then, and then if you face it later, if you face it then you'll get it over with, and if you face it later, you'll still have that to overcome.
Was it as bad as what you thought it was going to be
No, but
at the time?
At the time, it was worse than I thought it would be. It was a lot worse.
Okay, good. So now, what we're going to do
I have a
Rusty, you have a
question, and I'll keep talking to Marcia. And it seems like it's becoming such an issue, bullying, and that I would think that it's becoming uncool to be a bully, because you find out, you know, if everyone joins in as allies, the guy becomes, or girl, you know, a jerk, for lack of a better word. So isn't that the case, or can it continue to build to where bully all of a sudden that's the last thing that they want to do?
There's been cases where a bully would never stop and they ended up, instead of the person committing suicide, the bully actually killed the person.
oh.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times.
So I have a question for you while we're here. So you moved here, you know, so is it harder being the new kid?
Well, it's not really that hard. I just have to get used to it, and I'm like not really like loud and expressing myself, so like I just get by and just have to abide by that.
When I
Did-
came,
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
when I came from Africa, people used to be like bullying me because I had an accent and I didn't know like much of English. And every single time someone would say like a vocabulary to me so that I didn't even know, and then they were watching me.
When she
Give it a
first
couple of
came-
years, people are going to admire you and love you because of your accent. It's beautiful.
When she first came to Africa, I was the first person to come up to her and say hi, welcome to Elodie. I was the person that was really there for her. And when she was unable to self-advocate for herself, I was the one that stuck up for her at all times. I was always there by her side.
That's good. And having one friend is probably a great start, right? Yeah.
So it's not becoming less uncool for bullies? Aren't bullies starting to get a black eye, figuratively speaking? I mean, you know, when I went to school, you know, bullies got away with it, and it was a private thing. But now it seems like it's becoming uncool to be. Is that true?
I feel like a lot of people know that it's not the right thing, or it's not okay, or it's unacceptable, but they still do it anyway. Because they feel like they can get away with it, or the consequences are very minor.
And they've been told many times by all schools not to bully. And I think people are just getting afraid because they're being bullied, so they just don't do anything about it.
Okay. Good. That was excellent, you guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Stay
You guys
right
were
there.
great.
I'll
Stay right
say,
there.
That was outstanding.
Don't move.
Do you want some cutaways?
Yeah, please do.
Should we just
So you-
talk about sports?
Yeah,
or
you guys, we can
something?
just chat and stuff. We're not going to talk about, well, we can talk about bullying. So, now who told me that they were bullied? Leave those hands up.
One sec.
We're getting close up with your hands. So it looks like more people were here shooting than Rusty. Again, we make them work much harder. Good?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now what grade's everybody in? You can put your hands down.
6.
8.
8.
9.
Do you think it's worse in elementary school or high school?
Elementary.
Everybody.
Middle school.
Middle school.
Never been to high school. So
High school.
You think it's bad?
There's like
High school gets more dangerous.
there's like a lot of fights every day. Even like there's only like 2 police officers, so not a lot of them can stop it. And
I would think the social media aspect of it gets worse in high school. Just because not everybody who's younger is allowed on
like
social
every day
media
at the end of the
without
day,
their
there's always somebody in the hallways yelling at each other trying to fight,
Oh, really?
or like somebody pushing somebody like.
So do you guys go to private school, public school?
Public.
Do you think it's worse in public schools than private?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because in private school, it's like the rich kids, so they're like trained.
Yeah.
I think it might be private school because what if someone who goes to private school isn't very rich, but their parents maybe were able to afford private school, but they maybe not be as rich as the other people, and they bully them because they're not as rich as them.
Private schools have like dress code where you have to wear the school uniform, and so you can't really get made fun of for what you wear.
You think school uniforms are good?
Yeah. Yeah.
In some ways.
some ways.
In some
Yeah.
ways.
In some ways.
With the school uniform, you can't really express who you are.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But at the same time,
That's
with
the
school
problem
uniforms,
because-
you have no reason to say you're unequal because of how you look. Yeah.
That's the problem because I think it's
Great. Are we good, Lexi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, does anyone want to talk on camera, just one-on-one?
I don't mind it.
Okay, good, good. So anyone who wants to, we're going to go to different places in this room, and everybody else can, go into the kitchen, but you'll have to be really quiet, and we're going to move around so we have different backdrops for